I think it's time we have a little heart to heart. We need to talk about silver. Buy your gold and silver online from SD Bullion. New customers get gold or silver at spot by visiting sdbullion.com/new. Thank you so much for watching. I do sincerely appreciate it. I want to talk about silver today because I feel like there are some misunderstandings surrounding silver. I want to talk about why I buy it, why I love it, and why I'm still stacking today. And speaking of stacking, I'm almost done here with my stacker vault. I just got 2 more tubes I need to finish up here, and then this will be complete. This is my second one that I'm doing this year, and I have the remaining 6 ounces to finish up that tube. I just bought these in my last video. If you missed that video, we talk about a massive gold scam that's going on right now, and I will link it at the end of this video. So one of the things I've been seeing online is people actually comparing silver to cryptocurrencies, and I kind of understand why, because both silver and cryptos are kind of looked at as alternative investments. But that's kind of the only similarity right there. Most of you know my thoughts about cryptos. It's kind of like you're going to own nothing and be happy. I call it the crypto casino. I think it's gambling. I think there might be something to them, though, the fact that they are decentralized, or at least they're supposed to be. But I don't own any cryptos at all. And the reason I don't own them is because I want to put my money into something tangible, something I can hold in my hand like silver, something that I know is going to still have value no matter what happens down the road. You know, I don't need power. I don't need the internet. I don't need an account to use my silver. It's just here. It's a physical metal, and silver has been used as money for thousands of years, and it will always be money. Got a little too excited. I broke that flip there. Oh well, I'm probably going to throw this away anyway. But cryptos, they are a man-made idea. It's a man-made concept. Silver is not a man-made concept. And I think silver is one of those things that I would feel confident telling other people that this is a safe place to put your money. This is a safe investment. It's not necessarily going to make you rich, though. That's not why I buy silver. I hope that's not why you're buying silver. I think it would be extremely unlikely for silver to 10x in price over the next few years. I mean, it certainly could happen. It's possible. You could buy a bunch of silver, the price could go up, you could sell it and become rich or really wealthy by doing so. But that's not why I buy silver. That's not what I think is going to happen. And also, if silver does 10x in price, that probably means that the dollar is getting absolutely crushed. And if the dollar is getting crushed, then probably the cost of everything else is going to go up 10x or more. So it's not like you're going to really get rich. You're more just going to retain your wealth with silver. And that's what it is to me. This is a wealth retention tool. This is a savings account. It's insurance. No matter what happens, my wealth is going to be protected because I bought silver. So I hope people aren't buying it for the wrong reasons. I hope you're not buying it because you saw somewhere on YouTube that silver is going to go to $100 or $500 or $1,000 an ounce, and you think you're just going to get super wealthy off of it. I hope you're buying it because you've done your research and you've realized that this is a prudent way to actually store wealth. So I'm going to go ahead and close up the stacker vault there. We have 1 more tube to go, and then this stacker vault is finished. That's my goal for the year, to fill 2 of these boxes, and I'm getting kind of close, so I am excited. But the price of silver is going to fluctuate. It's going to go up. It's going to go down. I think yesterday it went down. What it's going to do today, I have absolutely no idea. But that's the other thing is, people who say that they know where the price of silver or gold or stocks or the dollar or crypto or anything is going to go, they don't know. I mean, they're guessing. At the end of the day, everyone is guessing. And with silver, I don't know if it's going to go down tomorrow or next week or this year. I have no idea. I'm just guessing where I think it's going to go. And actually, my guess for this year was that silver would go to $37.50 an ounce. And we're right there. We are right there. So I am sometimes right, I'm sometimes wrong, but at the end of the day, I just have no idea. I think, though, that silver is going to go up. I think that silver will continue to appreciate as the dollar goes down for the next 10, 20, 30, 50, 100 years until the dollar doesn't exist anymore. So that's another reason that I buy precious metals, because these are money anywhere in the world. You could go to another country that doesn't use dollars and they will recognize silver as money. And even if the dollar doesn't exist in the future, if you have put your wealth into silver, you're still going to have money. Another thing I want to say about silver is that silver is fun. When you buy silver, it triggers something in your brain. I mean, this is heavy. It's really cool to look at. You can get all sorts of different designs, but it kind of tricks your brain into thinking that you're spending money or you're buying a fun thing. It's kind of like a little dopamine hit or something. But at the end of the day, you're just saving money. So how is it that I can have fun buying stuff, but also save money at the same time? A lot of other hobbies, you can't do that, whether it's fishing or working out, buying workout gear, or maybe you're into basketball, or I don't know. A lot of these things, you buy stuff, shoes, equipment, whatever, and it just depreciates and then it's practically worthless and you throw it away. But with silver, you buy it, it's fun, and you store it, you keep it, you enjoy it, and you can continue to have fun with this stuff. And I love showing these different pieces to my kids or, my family and saying, hey, look at this cool one. In fact, I just gave my dad a really cool piece of silver for his birthday. And, stuff like that, you can enjoy it forever. So if you are one of those type of people who likes to spend money and maybe you also have a hard time saving money, then maybe silver is for you. I mean, I had a really hard time saving money for many, many years. I would put it in my savings account with my bank, and then I would want to buy something. So I'd push a few buttons on my phone, transfer it to my checking, and boom, it would be gone. But with silver, I buy it and I don't want to sell it. I want to keep it. I want to hold on to it. And I just want to get more of it. And so with silver, I found this is probably the best way, for me anyway, to save money. So again, if you're having trouble saving money, I suggest getting into something like silver. It's just a lot of fun. And the last thing I want to say about silver is that silver is for everyone. Silver is not like some of those other investments out there, property. You have to be knowledgeable about where to buy, and you maybe have to know how to fix up the property, and you have to know when to sell. Or with stocks, you have to know which stocks to buy, which ones are going to do well, which ones are about to tank. There's a lot of knowledge you have to have for certain investments. But with silver, you don't need really that much knowledge at all. You can just go down to a coin shop and say, hey, I want to buy some silver rounds, and just get a bunch of buffalo rounds. And it's as simple as that. You take the silver, you store it, you make sure it doesn't get damaged. But really, you don't need to have any special knowledge. And I do put out a lot of videos talking about some of the more nerdy, nitty gritty things about silver. But at the end of the day, an ounce is an ounce. It's all silver. It's an element, right? So it doesn't matter what's on the coin or the round. At the end of the day, you just want to have the actual silver in your possession. You want to be able to hold it. And it's as simple as that. As long as you can access it, as long as it's not going to get stolen, as long as you're not going to lose it, you're not going to lose your investment. And that is one of the things that worries me about something like cryptos, is that I'm going to forget my password, or the account that I'm using is going to get shut down. We've seen that happen several times in the recent past. Or that I'm not going to have the internet or electricity to be able to access it when I need it. But you don't need any of that for silver. There is no counterparty risk when it comes to silver. You don't need a government to remain solvent. You don't need a currency to still be going. You don't need anything like that. So I think it's probably one of the safest, one of the best places to put your money. And I'm going to continue to put my money into silver and gold for years and years to come. And this is a long-term thing. This isn't something that you buy and then you sell 6 months down the road or a year down the road. I'm trying to buy silver and stack it for decades. So I'm finishing up year number 8, and next year I'll be going into my 9th year of stacking. That sounds crazy to say. I mean, I remember when I just started, and I'm going to be going on 9 years of buying silver, and I have no regrets. In fact, my only regret is that I didn't save more. I didn't purchase more silver when the price was lower. I mean, I was buying as much as I could when silver was 14, 15, 16 bucks an ounce, but maybe I could have bought a little bit more. And I think, with the price of silver today in the mid 30s, I think it's still low. I think it's going to go much, much higher. Of course, as I said before, I could be wrong, but I just don't think that the dollar has a bright future ahead of it. So for that reason, I think silver is probably going to do really well this decade and then moving forward from there. I have no regrets. I'm happy I bought it. And those were kind of some of the misconceptions about silver that I wanted to put out in one video. If you have anything you'd like to add, feel free to put it down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next one. Silver Dragons, out.